Principles of activity-centered curriculum. The entire curriculum was based on 5 principles. It should fulfill the immediate needs of students, learners, pupils, that because as I am saying that I need water and you provided me a glass of water and I had it and I feel that I am good now and can speak more. So, what is this? This is immediate need you have fulfilled. Similarly, the activity based curriculum, when the students are having certain kind of stimulation in the body that we should do something. They start playing with the pencil, they start playing with the rubber, you might observe this all things. They start touching this, they start doing this. So, what is this? This is the need of a child that the sense organ should be active. So, this all kind of curriculum, that is activity centered curriculum, that gives a certain kind of opportunity to our students that immediate need of the student should be fulfilled. It should be expressed in terms of concrete everyday activities of students rather than in terms of more generalization. That it should be expressed in terms of concrete everyday activities in of students rather than in terms of more generalization. It means that when you are theoretical predicting anything, then you will just draw a scenario in front of the class and you will say that we can generalize these findings to this group also. But in case of activity centered curriculum, everything is presented to the classroom and we can easily say that this happens around in your surroundings also. This is the cause of this is the reason of this. So, it is expressed the things, the theory and the principles in a clear cut terms that is followed by activity. The curriculum should provide for individual differences to meet the needs and ability level related requirement of the individuals. That what kind of learning is required to one children, what is the pace of grasping this concept by the another children, by the another child, and it differs from one child to another child because individual differences exist in the classroom. So, just to meet the needs of all the students as they have individual differences, so this kind of curriculum, that is activity centered curriculum, is very fruitful, very useful for all kind of students, either they have high IQ or they have low IQ. Those who are intelligent and those who are more active in the classroom, they will learn quickly, they may do it immediately and they will grasp the concepts, they can predict what they will achieve and what they had achieved. So, they can do it very quickly and they can do it with a quick pace of learning. But those learners, those who are having low IQ, they may grasp gradually and after some time they may grasp these all concepts. So, the pace of learning may differ. Those who are having high IQ, they will learn quick. Those having low IQ, they will not learn quick, but they will be slow learner and gradually they will learn these all. But the result of this all activities that all have learned. So, what we want? We want that in classroom every learner should learn and we should fulfill the need of every learner, whether he has high IQ or having low IQ. So, what is NEP 2020 says, that is inclusive classroom. So, the activity centered also present a kind of scenario that is essential for inclusive classroom, where all kind of learners are there and those who are learning quickly and those who are not learning quickly. So, the objective is that we have to make all the students self-reliant, confident and independent in their working style. So, this principle of activity centered curriculum is very valuable kind of characteristics that make all the learners of a classroom able to do or carry on the activities in classroom as well as outside the classroom. The curriculum should provide an acquaintance with both work and leisure. So, when the students are free in leisure activities, they may also do some activity, they may also bring certain kind of new ideas in the classroom also. So, this curriculum make the learner to think new for the next day. The curriculum should be organized, that is a kind of suggestion that if the activity is organized in a way that it should be performed, then ultimately there will be no wastage of time and economy, and if the things are haphazard, then there will be time required to organize these all. So, ultimately the teacher here act as a guide, and he has to organize all the activities in such a way that the passing through step by step, the learner reaches at a point when he will receive new knowledge. Both Dewey and Miriam are of the view that the skills of 3Rs should be used as means of enriching the activities of children rather than as ends towards which the activities are directed. So, I told you that John Dewey and Madam Miriam both having the same view that the skills of 3Rs should be used as means of enriching the activities of children rather than as ends towards which the activities are directed. That it should be whatever they are thinking, whatever they are doing in the classroom, the activity should be enriched with a kind of knowledge, with a kind of skills, so that they can acquire enriched knowledge. A further similarity between them is that they attempted to make school a part of life of the community and insisted on removing the heavy insulation between school and life of people in community. Because both educationists, John Dewey and Miriam, having the same idea before proposing this activity centered curriculum, that the 3Rs should be developed in the students, that is reading, writing and arithmetic, and most probably it is all helpful to develop a kind of skills and a kind of child involvement in learning process. So, these were the same opinion of both the curriculum planner, or we can say educationist. And another similar component that they have was that the child has to adjust in the community. So, the activities that we carried on in the school, that should be linked with the community also. Why they did so? Because every time the child observe the activities that happen in the community, and when he observe these all, and we are trying to make the same scenario here, and we are explaining it with the help of experiment, with the help of activities. So, the reasoning and logical thinking will also be developed among the learners. So, instead of keeping separate the classroom and the community, it is insulation or the isolation of a kind of educational planning. But what should we do for curriculum planning? We should correlate the happenings of the community to the school activities also. So, integrating community activities with the school, that was the main idea of curriculum planners, those who gave this kind of activity centered curriculum. So, in 1920s, major experimental schools based on activity curriculum were established by Kilpatrick, pragmatic philosopher, and Cooling in Western countries. Kilpatrick and Cooling, and by Mahatma Gandhi and Zakir Hussain in India. Cooling's curriculum was similar to that of Mirain. It included play, excursion, story and hand activities. So, when we look the history of activity centered curriculum, we found that experimental schools that was established in 1920, that was also uh, recommended by Kilpatrick and Cooling in Western countries, but in case of our country India, Mahatma Gandhi, our father of nation, and Zakir Hussain also proposed the same educational plan or the curriculum planning for the children. Cooling's curriculum was similar to that of Mirain. Mirain also said about this kind of learning, that learning should be enriched with 3 hours. So, both having the same kind of idea. It included play that is playway method, games, excursion, going here and there and observing what is going on in the outside surroundings, that is physical environment, story, connecting anything with the community story, or it may be related to any individual concern, and this kind of stories that help to develop or to motivate the students to do something new. Hand activities, that these are the material, you have to make a basket, this is a material, you have to make a flower. So, these all kind of activities that is concerned with the sense organ of the students, make the students more cheerful in learning process, more pleasurable, more joyful in learning process. So, what was the main focus? That the main focus is that instead of giving the oral mode of transaction, that is essential that they involve the student's sense organ in the learning process, so that he become confident, he becomes self-reliant and he can do his work independently. The activity centered curriculum was based on 4 principles. Play represents those experiences where people are engaged in group activities such as games, folk, dancing, dramatization or social parties. I also told that these all activities that I am mentioning here, games, folk dance, dramatization, all involve the students wholeheartedly. Excursion projects should involve studies of problems with the environment and activities of pupil. Excursion projects, that you have to find such few 5 plants that having equal kind of height or equal kind of season on in which they grow and blossoms. So, these kind of 5 plants that you have to search in your ground, or the plants that are already in the ground, what kind of plant it is, what kind of benefit we receive from these kind of plants, what is the color of flower of these plants, how they differ and how they are similar. So, all these kind of questions that are related to the plants, that I have given you example, that you may take another example also, no problem, but the natural objects that are present in our surroundings, that may also be observed by the students by having certain kind of curiosity to know more about the plants. Excursion projects should involve studies of problems with environment and activities of people. Story projects should include purpose of enjoying the story in its various forms, with oral, song, picture or phonograph based. Hand project represent the purpose of expressing ideas in concrete forms such as craft work, growing plants, etc. The handwork that students prepare, that also express the idea, that is combination of color, that is preparing that the neck of a bird will be in that size, beak will be in that size. So this is kind of a expression that the student has, can express their own views by preparing these kind of objects. So the hand project represent the purpose of expressing ideas. Sometimes it happens that I can prepare the collecting the small papers, a basket. So this is my creativity, this is my expression of way of ideas, that how can I organize these small piece of papers. So expressing ideas in concrete forms such as craft work, growing plants, etc. Characteristics of activity centered curriculum. The curriculum should be framed based on the nature of students and the subject matter. I also told that what is the psychological need of the learner, that should be given priority in activity centered curriculum. Knowledge is the outcome of the activities which is emphasized in this curriculum. The final product comes in terms of knowledge. So after passing through the activities, what is concluded or what a student received, so these comes in the form of knowledge perception, and that is the final product of any activity, is the knowledge received by the student. Activity based curriculum prepares the students to face problems in their future life. Say for example, if I am going in a garden, the gate is not opening, and so what I will do, I will take a any stone, try to do this with the permission of the master of that particular garden. So if there is any kind of another key that may match with the lock, I will try to open it. So these are the obstacles that come in the way of moving forward. So every time it is not possible that I am going to the library and I will get the same book that I want. No, I will have to go through the stacks, and I will have to contact with the library in charge also. Is this book available here? So how to get a book in the library, that I can do when I am passing through all the processes, all the steps. So in that way I learned that how to get the book from the library. So this is the way of solving the problem. Similarly, lot of problems are there when the students are going to the field, when the students are going to perform any kind of experiments, but how these obstacles be removed and how can we give our efforts to move forward, these all are concerned with the problem solving skills of the students. So in this kind of experiment, in this kind of curriculum, the students also learn problem solving skills. So this is also a kind of addition in values of activity centered curriculum, that it makes confident, that it makes self-sufficient, that it makes self-reliant, and it also develops so many skills that is required to solve the problem. Along with this problem solving skills, that is very essential to lead the life, is also we meet in this kind of curriculum. Activity based curriculum prepares the student to face problems in their future life. It is student centered in nature. Through activities, the subject matters and curricular materials are organized, by which students can learn more subjects within short duration. That if you are preparing the subject matter and curricular materials in such a way that as per the nature of the subjects that you are teaching, so students learn more other subjects also within short duration. And in a subject based curriculum, what was the approach? The student, the teacher is delivering, the teacher is trying to express, the teacher is trying to explain, the teacher is trying to know the reason, logical reasoning. So these all takes time. But in case of activity, you do this and you find this product. So what is the end product, that is your knowledge, and in short duration the student may learn that what kind of activity is essential here and what kind of experiences he received that ultimately enriches the reservoir of experiences of the students, and within short time or within short duration at least he can arrange another kind of experiment for another subjects also. Though this curriculum is better in its nature, it needs more time and more efforts, no doubt that it is good, but sometime it happens that we need more efforts and we need more money also, time also. So, since it is an activity based curriculum, it needs some special facilities, particularly big classroom equipment and qualified teachers. No doubt that it gives pleasurable, joyful and good experiences to our students, but sometimes it happens that special kind of laboratories are not here, special kind of equipments are not here, skilled teachers are not here. So, how possible to get the success in that particular experiment? So, these kind of obstacles and hindrances or disadvantages of activity centered curriculum sometimes creates a question in the mind of curriculum framers also. Since the curriculum is based on the nature of the students, students can be involved in learning increasingly. That is positive point and advantage of curriculum, activity centered curriculum, because it is based on psychological needs of the learner. So, it helps to learners that how can we involve and how can we learn everything and every kind of concepts interestingly and with curiosity and with kind of great efforts, so that we can get the success or a kind of knowledge that is the out product of that particular activity. It emphasizes the learning by doing, so that students can learn the subjects thoroughly, no doubt, can go through all the content in an interesting way and can learn thoroughly. Since the students learn the subjects by activity, they may not feel boredom while learning, no doubt. If I am giving oral instructions to you, so a day will come then you will become bored and you will try to do something new. So, this kind of instructions that a teacher delivered every day in the classroom, it makes the or break the interest of the students, and it creates monotony in the classroom also. So, to raise or to sustain the interest of the students, it is very essential that activity centered curriculum should be followed by the teachers in the classroom. The activity centered curriculum helps the learners by preparing them to face their social problems. As I told you that it helps to learn the problem solving skills. So, a kind of thinking faculty develops in the brain of the students that how to solve the problems. So, when a student is able to solve the problem, ultimately he becomes independent and he becomes self-reliant. So, this is the positive point, or we can say advantage of activity centered curriculum. Creativity will be developed among the students through activity centered learning. This is also advantage of activity centered learning, that new ideas come in the mind and students try to translate these ideas in the form of output or the out product. So, it also enhances the creativity among the learners, and it also helps the child to bring new innovations and new ideas and to produce something new that ultimately gives the knowledge to them. So, we have learnt about what is activity centered curriculum and what is its historical background of this activity centered curriculum. What efforts were made by our curriculum planners or the philosophers, those who are familiarized in the field of education, what kind of efforts did they present, and what kind of specific features are the curriculum, activity centered curriculum carries, and what kind of classroom is essential for the activity centered curriculum, and what kind of values this activity centered curriculum develops among the learners. So, these all concept, history, advantages and few disadvantages, and a kind of features and the kind of qualities that our students learn through activity centered curriculum, these all we have learned today. So, I do hope that you have enjoyed this learning. Thank you very much.